He-Man's back at the same time tomorrow, and don't forget our competition where you can win some great prizes. If you can tell us what you think He-Man would do if he's not a superhero, maybe he could be one of Madonna's bodyguards. That's not even funny. Or he could also be a bouncer at Mothercare. Got any ideas? Look forward to hearing on that. And don't forget the Draw Claw competition. Draw Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget, because we never get to see what he looks like, so you can be very creative there. Now, yesterday morning I set this competition to win one of these T-shirts. Who presents the show that goes across the whole of the independent radio network? And who is it presented by? What's it called and who is it presented by? Drop me a card to Clive Warren, Summer Mornings, Children's ITV, P.O. Box 55, Birmingham, B12DA. And good luck with that. And don't forget, time is running out for the Big Fun competition. Let us know why Jason wasn't here. OK, get your answers in. The news and Inspector Gadget's next.
Oh, new sweet and sour quavers. I'll have some of them. Oops. Ha! Watch out, they taste curly.
With pure sunflower oil, and it has a taste that will make you shine. Oh, Vitalite. Oh, Vitalite. That's right.
The film is In the Flowers. 1 hour.
Dora, Kiara.
Kiora?
It's too orangey for crows. It's just for me and my dog.
I'll be your dog. I'll be your dog. Kiora. Kiora. Doggy, doggy, doggy. Doggy, doggy, boogie, boogie. Kiora. Arumba. Fedora. We all adore Kiora.
Do you have sensitive skin? After washing up, do your hands sometimes feel so tight and dry and rough that you want to hide them? Then perhaps you should try new Fairy Sensitive. It's a pearly white washing up liquid specially for sensitive skin. It washes just as many dishes as Fairy, but it's specially formulated to help make your hands feel less dry, tight and rough. Fairy Sensitive. Feel less sensitive about your hands.
There you go, Billy, your favourite.
Actually,
and
Mum...
here's your special bowl.
Ah,
Cornflakes. Since when?
I know, but...
Kellogg's Cornflakes. Delicious flakes of corn drenched in ice-cold milk.
Why don't we ever get any of...
Kellogg's Cornflakes. Have you forgotten how good they taste?
Autumn, season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, said Mr. Kipling. Just the time to enjoy one of my Bramley apple pies, packed with fruit in golden pastry. I wouldn't miss the mist, I said, but I'm exceedingly keen on fruitfulness.
Inspector Gadget's next. First, though, a look at the morning news headlines. Over at ITN, Richard Bath. Good morning, Richard.
Thank you very much, Clive. Good morning. An MP's report due out in the next few moments says swimmers in many parts of Britain run a real risk of getting infections and stomach upsets from polluted beaches. It calls for warning signs on every polluted beach which fails common market health standards. The Foreign Office Minister Francis Maude has passed through Hong Kong on his way to China for talks on the colony's future. Hong Kong leaders are angry that he's just been moved to a new job in the Treasury. Iraq is said to have massed nearly 30,000 troops near its border with Kuwait, and American warships are on alert in the Gulf. President Mubarak of Egypt has flown to Baghdad to try to cool things down. Here, detectives are hunting the killer of 2 women whose bodies were left in a car in a North London street. The women are thought to have worked together in a city estate agents. Well, that's it for now. The next summary will be in 1 hour's time. Till then, bye-bye.
Now the Grampian headlines. Good morning. There's been fierce reaction to the news that Health Minister Michael Forsyth is to stay at the Scottish office. The Scots Tory party chairman had been tipped to move to the Department of Energy in the Prime Minister's reshuffle, but the job's been given to Sports Minister Colin Moynihan. Shadow Scots Secretary Donald Dewar says all Mr Forsyth's efforts to escape the Scottish office have failed, which means the constant undermining of the Secretary of State will continue. Genetic fingerprinting may become compulsory in Scots paternity cases. Labour are attempting to have DNA testing included in what's left of Scots Secretary Malcolm Rifkin's troubled law reform bill. The bill, plagued by fierce opposition from Tory backbenchers, is due to complete its committee stage later today. It's been claimed the future of a leading Tayside hospital is hanging by a thread. Kincardine and Deeside Liberal Democrat spokesman Nicola Stephen has blamed the crisis on Grampian Health Board's decision to cut its use of Strathcathro Hospital near Brechin. The prospective parliamentary candidate claims the Tayside Board are now facing a massive £550,000 shortfall in the cost of providing a much reduced service at Strathcathro. Europe's agriculture ministers are to debate the plight of Scotland's rasp growers. Soft fruit producers, particularly those in parts of Tayside, are facing heavy losses brought about by cheap imports from Eastern Europe. At a meeting in Brussels, British Minister John Gummer will press for a resolution to the problem. 2 shotguns have been stolen in a house raid in Banffshire. The weapons and other items were taken from a gamekeeper's cottage at Bogmuckles near Banff. Police have appealed for witnesses. Finally, one of the most important collections of Highland historical reference material has been assured a safe home. The HIDB is providing a £54,000 grant towards the cost of a new library, exhibition and study centre at Armdale-on-Skye. The 6,000-volume collection, which includes the MacDonald estate papers and genealogical records, will be housed in the new buildings in the grounds of the Clandonald Centre. And that's the news so far today.
A very good morning to you. In the Highway Code there are a variety of road signs, some giving instructions to be obeyed and some giving warnings. The ones which give an instruction and order are normally circular, and the ones which give a warning are mostly triangular, but there's one exception. There's one order sign that's triangular, and what's more, it's upside down, and here it is: give way. To give way when approaching a major road, whether on our car or on our bicycle, is self-explanatory. But there are other times when we must give way, not just on the road, but in the home maybe, or in the office, or in the church perhaps. On occasions we've got to stop and let someone else have their opportunity, or their say. In other words, we can't always get our own way. But to give way, it's often easier said than done, whether at home with our families, or among friends, or among those with whom we work. Even in the church, giving way isn't our supreme virtue there either at times. So often it's our own way we want. But the Bible, that other highway code, can help teach us how to give way, because it gives us a very special order like the circular road signs. Jesus called it a commandment, which instructs us to love our neighbour, meaning consider our neighbour, not just ourselves. That's selfish. And if we can learn the Bible's lesson, no one will be happier than Jesus himself, who claimed to be not only the way, but also the truth and the life. Give way.
And now for the rest of this morning's Children's ITV, coming up, Inspector Gadget.
Tuesday the 24th of July, and on this sunny day in history, in 1954, the Philadelphia Zoological Gardens opened to the public for the very first time, when we used to go to zoos to watch animal behaviour. Now, though, we just go to the children's ITV canteen.
Are you joking?